L off.
The Denver Radio Club Net will begin at 8:30. This is K0TR. QSD from the Denver Radio Club. Welcome to the Denver Radio Club Net, being held on repeater W0TX.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
This is a meeting held on the air every Sunday evening at about 8:30 p.m. Good evening. My name is Jim. My call sign is Kilo Zero Tango Oscar Romeo. I'll be your net control station transmitting from Littleton, Colorado. If there is any emergency or priority traffic during this net, say break at any pause, and the net will be suspended until the emergency or priority traffic is completed. This net is for Denver Radio Club members and all interested radio amateurs. We're here to share information concerning any ham-related activities. Regular meetings of the Denver Radio Club are held on the third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. And with the COVID-19 restrictions, we have virtual meetings, and we meet using Google Meets. If you'd like to join us, the address for our virtual meeting, you can find that on our website, W0TX.org. Or if you're on our mail list, you'll get an email that has that address on it. Our next club meeting will be held on November the 17th. And our number session is held at 6 p.m. just prior to our monthly meeting. And this session addresses any amateur radio questions that you might have. So whether you're new to amateur radio or interested in some new application of amateur radio, this is a session where you can get help. Also, every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., except the third Wednesday when a monthly meeting is held, there's a learning net held on 145.490 megahertz.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. I can get you checked in. Yeah, I don't do too much video on this. I don't have my camera up on for this stream, but yeah, I can get you checked in. Yeah, glad to see you on here. Absolutely.
As a general interest club, we provide emergency communication for the Salvation Army, City of Wheat Ridge Police Department, City of Lakewood Police Department, the West Metro Fire District, and St. Anthony's West Hospital. We're always looking for members who would like to participate in this support. Please contact our club president if you'd like to help. Our current president is Jerry Vilhauer, W0GV. Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club website address is W0TX.org. Again, Jerry's telephone number is 303-467-0223. The Denver Radio Club also participates in the ARRL Volunteer Examiner Program. And again, with COVID restrictions, we don't hold our testing as frequently as we'd like, but we try to get the upcoming test times and locations out on this net for the Denver Radio Club. And those are published on our website on W0TX.org. And it's a number of check-ins on this net, which belong to other clubs, and they are kind enough to share their test dates and information with us as well. So if you're looking for a test location, stay tuned to this net, and hopefully we'll be able to pass that information on to you and help you find a test location. If you have other questions regarding VE team or VE testing, I should say, you can contact our VE team lead, Tom Kashowski, KC2CHE, and his number is 720-284-1911. This is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K0TR serving as net control. Are there special announcements or bulletins for the net this evening? If so, please call now. All right, before regular check-ins, I'd like to welcome and invite any visiting radio amateurs to check into the Denver Radio Club Net this evening. During this net, we disable the requirement for the 100 Hz PO repeater access tone, so you can use either 145.490 megahertz with a minus 600 kilohertz offset, or 448.625 megahertz with a minus 5 megahertz offset. Are they visiting radio amateurs who would like to check into the Denver Radio Club Net tonight? If so, please call now.
W0TX repeater.
This is KF0GDG Tommy in Westminster. First time checking in.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in. Let me see if I got your call sign right, Tom. I think it was Tom. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Golf, Delta Golf, and the name is Tom. Did I get that correct?
That's mostly correct. I prefer Tommy instead of Tom.
I'm sorry, would you say that again?
Tommy.
Alrighty, we got that corrected to Tommy. Appreciate that. Welcome to the net, and we certainly would invite you to join us any Sunday evening that you can. Always enjoy having visitors join us, and if we can answer any questions for you, please don't hesitate to ask. That's the whole nature of this hobby. We all started at one point in time in the dark and trying to figure out what all's going on. And when I started, things were a lot simpler than they are today, I can guarantee you. And I still struggled. So don't hesitate. We all don't know, or none of us know all the answers. So if one doesn't know it, we'll go find somebody that we hope can answer it. So again, don't hesitate, because we all been there before. And just out of curiosity, how did you find us?
I was talking to a friend of mine, actually my pastor, and saying I was just looking for some nets to listen to, and he suggested this.
Well, very good. Thank him for that. We appreciate the referral, and always enjoy having new people join us, and hopefully we've got something that interests you and we can help you, that's really the nature of this club, is to try and help anybody that we can, and wherever we can. So we would welcome you back anytime, and we hope that you enjoy the hobby as much as most of the rest of us do. I don't know, it's disappointing, I guess, where there's a lot of people that get their license and I guess it's not what they thought it was going to be, or they didn't have time for it or something, but they don't really get that involved. So we would certainly recommend that you get at it completely, at as much time as you've got to spend, because it'll take whatever time you'll give it. And enjoy it. That's the key thing, is to enjoy it. There are so many applications out there now that, golly, there's got to be something that would catch your interest. But again, welcome to the net. And like I say, please join us any Sunday night. And if we can help, please don't hesitate to ask. All right, let me move on to see if we got any other visitors that would like to join us tonight. If so, would you call now, please?
Kilo Delta Zero Foxtrot Kilo India, Arvada, Colorado. Name here is Luis. Over.
All right. Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in, KD0FKI. Let me do that in phonetics. Kilo Delta Zero, Foxtrot Kilo India. I have that correct, and the name is Louis.
Roger, the name here is Luis, and I'm out of Arvada, Colorado. I'm a member of the Denver Radio Club, but I usually don't have time to check into the net, but tonight I got a reprieve from my usual duties. Over.
Well, thank them very much for that, and we're happy to have you join us. So you would not have to check in as a visitor, being that you're a member of the club, but we'll accept it that way. And we glad to have you join us. Sorry that you got other things that conflict with that, but we understand. This is not the most important thing in the world, but maybe close. Anyways, welcome to the net. And if there's anything we can do to help as well, please don't hesitate to call. We enjoy doing that and helping out others, because we were in that same situation not too long ago. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of things I don't know about the hobby yet. I haven't been in it many years, but it keeps changing so fast I can't keep up with it. But enjoyed it, and we hope you enjoy it as well. All right. Before I move on, let me see if we've got any other visitors that would like to join us. If so, please call now. All right, next I'd like to welcome and invite any newly licensed or recently upgraded radio amateurs to check in. Please call now. All right, I'll now take regular check-ins in groups, and please let me know if you have traffic when you check in. I'll get back to you. First, radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin with letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
Whiskey Zero Bravo Kilo Sierra. This is Barb in Wheat Ridge.
Kilo Delta Zero Delta Uniform Juliet. This is Guide 4 FYI, the National Weather Service.
N0 ETV, Lance, Aurora, no traffic.
Whiskey
Whiskey Bravo 0, Alpha Kilo Victor, WB0 AKV, Rich in Westminster. No traffic.
Kilo Charlie 0, Charlie Zulu, Bob is Horton.
Delta Kilo Sierra, Ken in Arvada.
And Net Control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. W0BKS Barb, KD0DUJ Chris, and Chris, you're noisy, breaking up. I know you had some message after you checked in, but I could not copy any of the message itself, so just beware of that. And next I had N0ETV Lance, WB0AKV Rich, KC0CZ Bob, KA5DKS Ken. I had a double there, but I was able to pick him up out of that. Make a second call for radio amateurs. This call suffixes begin letters A through E, Alpha through Echo. Please call now.
W0TX repeater.
Kilowatt 0, Delta Papa Romeo, calling roar.
And at Control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in. K0DPR, Paul. We'll move on down the alphabet. And radio amateurs, this call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now.
Alpha 0 Juliet Kilo, AA 0 JK Fred in Arvada. Good evening. No traffic.
And 0 a GWM Leon in Lakewood.
Kilo 6 Hotel Juliet Victor, K6HJV Tom Arvada, no traffic.
WD0 CIV, WD0 CIV, Charles and Denver.
No traffic.
Hey, Bob. This is K1, Jerome K1 AVC. I'll get you checked in. Good evening. Glad to see you here.
And at Control, like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. AA0JK Fred, N0GWM Leon, K6HJV Tom, and WD0CIV Charles. Make a second call for radio amateurs. This call suffixes begin letters F through J, Foxtrot through Juliet. Please call now. And moving down an alphabet, radio amateurs, this call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call now.
Kilo 0 Lima Papa Romeo, Lanier in Inglewood.
Kilo Whiskey 0 Lima Foxtrot, Orland and Golden. No traffic, over.
Kilo 0 Lima Alpha India, K0 LAI, Larry in Lakewood.
November 0 Golf Tango Golf, Kurt in Denver.
This is Kilo 1 Delta Bravo Charlie K1 DBC. Also checking in K0 KPS, Kilo 0 Kilo Papa Sierra, and Whiskey Alpha 4 Mike Bravo Golf Bob. Kilo 0 Kilo Papa Sierra Kilo Papa Sierra Kevin, and Bob Whiskey Alpha 4 Mike Bravo Golf.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. K0 LPR Lanier. And start off the second call sign, I got Kilo Echo. And then the double came in Orland 1, WW0LF. So the Kilo Echo station, if you come back when I get done here, I'd appreciate it. Next I had K0 LAI Larry. And N0 GTG Kurt. K1 DBC Drone. And Drone, I got two call signs, K0 Kilo Alpha Sierra and Whiskey Alpha 4 Mike Bravo Golf. I didn't get any names on those. I couldn't write that fast, so I guess the call signs will do. That KE station, could you come back and see if I can fill that in?
Roger that. Kilo Echo 0 Oscar Sierra India, Tom Highlands Ranch.
All right, Tom. Yeah, how are you? I recognize your voice. So, Kilo Echo 0 Oscar Sierra India, Tom. Thanks for that. And let me make a second call for radio amateurs. Call suffixes begin letters K through O, Kilo through Oscar. Please call now.
WG0N, Dave in Lakewood.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome to the line check-in, WG0N Dave. Let's see. Move on down the alphabet, and radio amateurs call suffixes begin letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call now.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Sierra Hotel Romeo. Stand in Denver, no traffic.
GG5 SOR, Dane in Centennial, no traffic.
Kilo Echo 0, Romeo Victor Zulu, John, Lakewood, no traffic.
November 0, Tango Romeo Papa, Jim in Lakewood. Good evening.
And Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. WB2 SHR Stan. And Dave, the noise was in there and I couldn't really copy the call sign very clear. Could you come back and give me a fill on that, please?
Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Oscar Romeo.
All right, I got Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Oscar Romeo. Dave, get that correct?
W0TX Repeater.
Yeah, that's correct. I turned up my power. Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Oscar Romeo, sorry.
All right, well, thanks, Dave. That does make it better, but just enough noise in there to lead me astray, so thanks for that. All right, next I had KE0RVZ John and N0TRP Jim. Make a second call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin with the letters P through T, Papa through Tango. Please call out. All right, we'll move on down the alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call out.
KF0UZ, Marshall and Glendale.
AC0VC, Bill and Elizabeth.
Kilo Alpha 0, Victor Bravo Alpha, Curtis in Lakewood, clear.
November 0, X-Ray Romeo X-Ray. Mark in Arvada. Good evening.
Kilo Echo 0, Yankee Kilo Victor, Bill in Lakewood.
And at Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. KF0UV Marshall, AC0VC Bill, KE0VBA Curtis, N0XRX Mark, and KE0YKV Bill. Make second call for radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters U through Z, uniform through Zulu. Please call out.
November 1, Zulu Tango Tango, Dan in Denver.
Delta 0, Whiskey, Papa, Quebec, Tom and Aurora.
Net Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-ins. N1ZTT Dan and KD0WDQ Tom. And let me open up the entire alphabet. Radio amateurs whose call suffixes begin letters A through Z, Alpha through Zulu. Please call out.
Kilo 0, Kilo Uniform, Frank and Thornton.
And at Control, I'd like to acknowledge and welcome the following check-in. K0KKU Frank. And there'll be a chance for late check-ins a little bit later in the net. And let's see, neither the club club president nor vice president checked in tonight, so I'm kind of flying solo tonight. I don't see anyone that had any traffic that checked in. Hopefully I didn't miss that. So this is the Denver Radio Club Net, W0TX, and this is K02R, Net Control Station. I guess we're a ways off for the next club meeting, and I'm not certain. I believe I know what the speaker is going to be covering, but I don't want to say that without it being confirmed by our chairman that sets up our club meeting. So we'll wait until next Sunday and try and make sure we've got the right information. But we just had club meeting here last week, so not last week, week before last. And looking at the calendar here real quick. Anyways, it's going to be down the road a ways. I don't know of any issues that we have as far as the club repeaters. I think we've got everything up and running to my knowledge. So I guess that's the best I can do. Serving here shorthanded. So let me open up. Does anyone else have any other comments, information, or business for the net? If so, please call now. All right. Do we have any late check-ins? Please call now. Thought I heard somebody start and say something. Didn't come through, so we might try it again.
I have a correction.
Oh, okay. Go ahead with the correction.
This is Kilo Delta Zero Whiskey Papa Quebec, Tom and Aurora.
Okay, trying to look here on my check-in list. You're just here recently. Would you give me that change again, please?
Kilo Delta Zero Whiskey Papa Quebec, Tom and Aurora.
Very good. We got that, Tom. Kilo Delta Zero Whiskey Papa Quebec. I just had to look back through my list here, and I was having trouble. I looked back too far. It's right in front of me. So thank you for that. Sorry for the mix-up. One more call. Any other comments, information, or any business for the net? Please call now. All right, let's go through and review next weekend's contests and upcoming Hamfest. We've got a couple of Hamfest on the calendar. Let's hope they hold. They're not till next year, but we'll take that. First one I have on the calendar is the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club's Hamfest. That one's scheduled for January the 15th in Loveland. And if you need more information on that, their website is ncarc.net. And as that gets a little closer here, we'll try and get some more information in regards to that. I'm guessing, I don't know that for certain, but I'm guessing that's probably going to be at the Boulder County Fairgrounds. And let's see, we got a Swap Fest coming up in February. That's the Adams County Radio Amateur Association's Swap Fest. That will be held on the 20th of February, and that'll be at the Adams County Fairgrounds. If you need some more information on that, their website is n0ara.org. And we hope those stay on the calendar and we can get back to somewhat normal with some Hamfest, get a chance to get out and talk one-on-one to people. So let's hope for the best. And let's see, upcoming Hamfest. Well, I got a big list tonight. That's going to be the CQ Worldwide DX Contest. That's going to be on October the 30th. Starts at 0 hour Zulu, goes through October 31st until 23:59 hours Zulu. That's going to be on 160 through 10 meters, and that is a phone contest. So that should be a pretty busy contest, I would suspect. And surprisingly, that's the contest calendar for next weekend. Two other reminders. The High Noon Net, they meet daily at 12 noon with early check-ins at beginning at 11:30 on a frequency of 7.240 megahertz, which is on the 40-meter band. And the Salvation Army Saturn Net, they meet 1500 hours Zulu, and that's 9 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. They meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on a frequency of 14.325 megahertz, which is on the 20-meter band. Being I'm solo here tonight,
I wanted to show you the brand new 15-watt Bowfeng AR152 tactical military radio that's just been released. But first we need to look at the inspiration behind what has to be Bowfeng's most ambitious model yet. This radio has a lot of visual similarities to the AN PRC-152A wideband networking handheld radio from L3 Harris. The L3 Harris Falcon 3 is a military spec two-way
All right,
radio
got that done. The Denver Radio Club maintains the found repeaters for use by all radio amateurs. 147.330 megahertz with a positive offset.
This radio
145.490 megahertz
of narrowband line of sight and UHF SATCOM capabilities for interoperability with wideband, legacy and public safety radio systems. It covers many different bands and multiple different modes which can be added and modified through software updates. Now, these radios are bought by the US military as part of a system, and with all of its components and infrastructure, each handset will easily cost the US government many thousands of dollars. A consumer version of this military radio has been produced for airsoft and radio enthusiasts under a similar name, known as the TCA AN PRC-152A. This is almost identical to the Harris military radio visually, but is just a simple FM, VHF and UHF two-way radio, and is not affiliated with Harris at all, although I'm sure you'll agree they look identical. Now, these radios only cost a couple of hundreds of pounds and are available from online stores such as AliExpress, Amazon and Alibaba. They're made of CNC machine metal and are a 1:1 scale full-size replica of the Harris military radio, but have no more functionality than a Bowfeng UV5R. So next came these dummy cases which house another two-way radio such as a UV5R, and they come with power and antenna extensions to allow you to use a basic two-way radio under the guise of a military radio. Now, these cost anywhere between £15 and £30 give or take and do look okay, although they are pretty much useless from a functional point of view. So this is where the Bowfeng AR152 comes in. This is actually a 2022 model that's been released early, and I have to say it looks really good. It has a plastic shell in either black or green and looks very similar to the genuine military radio, except it's slightly smaller. It does have exactly the same function as the Bowfeng UV5R and comes with a wall charger, programming cable, software, and it's advertised at 15 watts, but I doubt that very much. Now, these are advertised at around $87, but when you add postage and handling costs, you can get the basic radio and wall plug for around $101. The programming
appreciate them dropping by and joining us on the net. We certainly would welcome them back any Sunday night. Hope they enjoy our net. And I'd like to thank everyone for checking to the Denver Radio Club net tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. I hope you have a great week. 7-3. And tonight we had a total of 36 check-ins, and the Denver Radio Club W0TX Net is now closed at 9:08. and repeaters available for regular use. This is K0TR, your net control station, and please stand by a moment while I return the PL tone to the repeater.
So I had to order one. I'm sure the radio will be extremely popular amongst airsofters and cosplayers alike, and I'm equally sure the price will come down because it's expensive for what it is. So all that's left to do is wait for it to arrive from China. So stay tuned.
We'll be clear. Good night to all.
Thanks again, everyone, for being here this evening and watching these streams. These Sunday night nets are a little bit more laid back, as I'm not taking net control. So thanks all for being here. Just kind of browsing through some random amateur radio things here this evening. Reddit.com/r/amateur radio for one of them. A lot of things there. And then that last video here. Ringway Manchester YouTube channel, quite radio related, so yeah, go check his things out if you have any interest in amateur radio within the UK and some of the options they have. Plenty of info there. So thanks again, everyone, for being here, and yeah, take care, and we'll see you all next time.